game name is called 4 Choose 1, and here's the first panel of the game. The goal of our game is to teach Yachty student who doesn't know how to speak English to learn English vocabulary. So let's start our game. The first panel has introduction and direction of how you play the game, and if you click the start button, the game will jump to the first level. So the first level panel has 4 pictures distributed on each corner and one word in the middle. So in this level, you have to match the correct picture to the word. For example, now we choose dialogue, and the game will tell you that you are right. And now here's also our first level. If you choose the correct one, the game will tell you right. But if you choose the wrong one, for example this one, the game will show that you are wrong. And now comes to the second level. The second level have a picture in the middle but 4 different vocabularies on each corner. You have to match the word to the picture. For example, now let's choose the correct one. The game shows you are right. But now if you choose the wrong one, the game shows you are wrong. Here's our third level. The third level requires the user to spell the word. Now, we see a picture in the top, but no word on each corner. We need to spell it. So if you spell the correct one, the game tells you that you are right. But now if you spell the wrong one, the game shows that you are wrong. So here's our last panel of the game. The last panel tells you that you finished the game and tells what score you get. For example, here it shows you get score 3. The score system depends on how many correct answers you get. For example, if you get 1 correct answer, you got score plus 1. If you get 2 correct answers, you got score plus 2. But if you get wrong answers, you don't get any punishment. So now let's jump into our code. So here's our code. Our code is we use card layout to jump between panels, and here's our card layout. We have a C container here and many different panels that add to the card layout. And for example, here the card layout shows the first panel, which is the introduction panel, and introduction has the introduction. We use grid layout in the introduction and the G video button to let the user start the game, and we add action listener to the G video button, which means if you click the start button, you go to the next card. The next card is first level. The first level have 4 G video buttons on each corner and a picture in the middle. So we need 4 G video buttons, and we need to draw the pictures in each corner. And we also add action listeners to those G video buttons. So here it shows if you if you click the correct one, you got the score plus 1, and also came to the next 2 panel. So the next 2 panel is victory panel. So if you select the correct one, you come to the victory panel, but if you select the wrong one, it came to a failed panel, which tells you that you are wrong, but the victory panel shows that you are right. And here's our second second level. So second level also use 4 video buttons, but we change the draw image to draw string. So we draw 4 different string in each corner and 1 picture in the middle. So we also add action listeners to those G video buttons, and here you see if you select the correct one, you got a score plus 1. And here's our third level. So third level, we use G text field, which requires you to spell the word to get 1 point. For example, here if the command is this: you come to the victory class, and in victory class, if you click next, equals score +1, and in failed class, you didn't get any score. And here's our final level. So final level, we use set background, and the background is blue, and we also set I will also draw string, which tells you that you finished the game, and draw the score on the panel.